The creation of your reality is not an act of magic, it is an act of physics. The truth is, the universe does not operate on luck, chance, or favoritism. It operates on a set of profound, elegant, and completely dependable universal laws, laws that govern the movement of galaxies and the beating of your own heart. For centuries, we have been taught to see ourselves as separate from this grand cosmic machine, subject to its whims. But what if you are not just a part of the machine, but one of its primary operators? This guide is your personal instruction manual for the physics of manifestation. It will strip away the mystery and the superstition and reveal the simple scientific principles of energy, frequency, and resonance that are shaping your life at every moment. You will learn that you are a powerful broadcasting system, and that by learning to consciously manage your own energy, you can align with these universal laws and co-create a life of limitless abundance. The Physics of Manifestation, Aligning Your Energy with Universal Law, written and published by Success Attraction Formula. Chapter 1. The Law of Vibration. You are energy. Nothing in the universe is truly solid. This is not a philosophical statement, but a profound and simple fact of modern physics. The chair you are sitting on, the screen you are looking at, the body you inhabit, and the very money you desire are all composed of the same fundamental substance, vast fields of energy vibrating at different speeds. At the quantum level, what appears to be solid matter is actually a vibrant, chaotic dance of atoms, electrons, and quarks, all humming with a unique, energetic frequency. A dense object like a rock is simply energy vibrating at a very slow and dense frequency. A lighter substance, like the air you are breathing, is energy vibrating at a much faster and finer frequency. Even your thoughts are not just intangible things. They are measurable electrical impulses in your brain, each carrying its own specific vibrational signature. This is the first and most fundamental law of our universe. Everything is energy, and everything is in a constant state of vibration. The great challenge we face is that we have been conditioned by our five senses to perceive the world as a collection of separate, solid, and static objects. We see ourselves as solid bodies, separate from the solid chair, separate from the solid world around us. This perception of separation is a powerful illusion, and it is the root cause of our feeling of powerlessness. We believe we are solid, isolated beings at the mercy of a solid, external world, unaware that we are, in fact, an integral and inseparable part of one vast, interconnected, and constantly vibrating ocean of energy. The transformative and liberating solution is to begin to see yourself and the world through the eyes of a physicist. You must start to perceive reality not as it appears to your limited senses, but as it truly is, a magnificent symphony of vibration and energy. Most importantly, you must come to the profound realization that you are not just a physical body that has energy. You are a complex, beautiful, and powerful broadcasting system of pure energy. You are a vibrational being. The sum total of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your dominant emotional state at any given moment is creating a unique and powerful vibrational signature. This signature is an energetic field that you are constantly broadcasting out from the center of your being, interacting with and influencing the wider energetic field of the universe. When you can truly and deeply grasp this concept, your entire perspective on life shifts. You are no longer a victim of a random solid world. You are a powerful center of vibrational influence in an energetic and responsive universe. You realize that the key to changing your outer world is not to try to manipulate the solid objects and circumstances around you, but to go to the source and to consciously and deliberately change the one thing you have absolute control over, your own vibration. To begin this process, you must first become aware of the vibration you are currently broadcasting. For most of your life, you have likely been completely unconscious of your own energetic output. Your practice now is to cultivate frequency awareness. This is the simple, mindful act of checking in with your own energy throughout the day. You will pause for a moment and ask yourself a simple question: what frequency am I broadcasting right now? To answer this, you will turn your attention to your emotions. Your emotions are the most direct and accurate indicator of your vibrational state. High-frequency emotions like love, joy, gratitude, passion, and peace are fast, light, and expansive vibrations. Low-frequency emotions like fear, anger, jealousy, grief, and despair are slow, dense, and contracted vibrations. As you check in with yourself, you will simply notice the feeling without judgment. You might notice, in this moment, I am broadcasting the dense frequency of frustration. Or, okay, right now, I can feel the light and expansive frequency of appreciation in my chest. This is not about trying to feel good all the time. It is about becoming conscious. You are simply becoming aware of the signal you are sending. This awareness is the first and most critical step in learning how to consciously change that signal when you choose to. As you develop this awareness, you will begin to see the undeniable connection between the frequency you are broadcasting and the reality you are experiencing. The universe operates on the flawless law of resonance, which states that like vibrations are drawn to each other. A vibration can only attract things that are a vibrational match to it. Consider the real-life scenario of two people who both experience the same external event. They both get a flat tire on the way to work. The first person, Mark, immediately tunes to a low frequency. He gets angry, he feels like a victim, and he spends the rest of the day complaining about his bad luck. His dominant broadcast is the frequency of frustration and victimhood. Because of the law of resonance, the universe must deliver to him more experiences that are a match for that frequency. He gets into an argument with his boss, he spills coffee on his shirt, and he gets an unexpected bill in the mail. His outer world is a perfect reflection of his inner vibration. The second person, Susan, responds differently. While she is initially annoyed by the flat tire, she quickly chooses to shift her frequency. She takes a few deep breaths, and instead of focusing on the problem, she chooses to focus on the fact that she is safe and that she has a phone to call for help. Her dominant broadcast becomes one of calm and resourcefulness. The universe responds in kind. The tow truck arrives sooner than expected. The driver is incredibly friendly, and while she is waiting, she has a creative idea for a work project that ends up being a huge success. The initial event was the same, but their vibrational response, their energetic broadcast, created two vastly different outcomes. This is the physics of your life. You are a broadcasting tower, and your feelings are the frequency you are sending out. The world you experience is the direct and perfect reception of that broadcast. The empowering truth is that you are the one in control of the broadcast. You are not your feelings. You are the conscious creator who can choose your feelings. This is the ultimate power. It is the understanding that you do not need to change the world to change your life. You only need to change your own frequency. This is the first law of manifestation. It is the profound realization that you are not a solid object in a static universe, but a fluid, dynamic, and powerful field of energy in an equally fluid, dynamic, and responsive cosmos. You now understand the fundamental and most powerful law of the universe. You are a vibrational being living in a vibrational world, and you are creating your reality through the frequency you emit. But knowing this is one thing, and applying it is another. How do you move from being at the mercy of your habitual, automatic vibrations to becoming a conscious and deliberate master of your own frequency? What are the practical, grounded, and effective tools you can use to consciously and deliberately calibrate your own energetic frequency to match the beautiful reality you wish to create? Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 2. Calibrating your energetic frequency. Imagine you are a gifted musician and you have been given a magnificent, exquisitely crafted violin. This instrument has the potential to produce the most beautiful, soul-stirring music imaginable. However, for years this instrument has been neglected. It has been left in a damp case, its strings have become loose and out of tune, and it is now incapable of producing a clear, resonant note. Before you can even begin to play a beautiful symphony, you must first undertake the delicate, patient, and essential work of calibrating your instrument. You must tighten the strings, tune them to the perfect pitch, and bring the entire instrument back into a state of harmonious resonance. Your own energetic and emotional body is this magnificent instrument. It has the innate potential to vibrate at the beautiful, high frequencies of joy, love, and abundance. But for most of us, due to past hurts, limiting beliefs, and the stresses of daily life, our instrument has become out of tune. Our energetic frequency is often chaotic, dissonant, and jumbled, a mixture of conflicting vibrations like a flicker of hope immediately followed by a wave of fear, or a desire for success mixed with a deep feeling of doubt. With an out-of-tune instrument, it is impossible to play the beautiful music of an abundant life. The signal you broadcast is weak, incoherent, and filled with static. The transformative solution is to become a conscious and loving vibrational tuner of your own being. You must understand that you are not at the mercy of your emotional state. You have the power to consciously and deliberately calibrate your own frequency. The art of calibration is the process of learning to intentionally shift your emotional state from a lower, denser vibration to a higher, lighter one. It is about learning how to tighten your own strings and to tune your own being to the perfect, resonant pitch of the reality you wish to experience. When you learn to master this skill, you are no longer a victim of your own moods or the external circumstances of your life. You become the master musician of your own soul. You learn how to take your out-of-tune instrument and with a few simple, conscious practices to make it sing with the beautiful, magnetic, and high-frequency notes of love, of joy, and of pure, unlimited abundance. This is the practical, hands-on work of aligning your energy with universal law. The first and most powerful tool in your calibration toolkit is the practice of gratitude calibration. Gratitude is more than just a polite feeling. It is one of the highest and most powerful frequencies a human being can embody. It is the frequency of appreciation, of sufficiency, and of acknowledging the good that is already present. It is impossible to feel genuine gratitude and to feel fear or lack at the exact same time. The vibration of gratitude is a powerful solvent that dissolves lower frequencies. The practice, therefore, is not just to think of things you're grateful for, but to use gratitude as a deliberate, scientific tool to instantly raise your vibrational frequency. To do this, you will engage in a gratitude immersion. Find a quiet moment, close your eyes, and choose just one thing in your life that you are genuinely grateful for. It could be a person, a pet, or a simple pleasure like your morning coffee. Then you will immerse yourself in that feeling. For example, if you choose your pet, you will not just think, "I'm grateful for my dog." You will recall the feeling of their soft fur, the sound of their happy greeting when you come home, and the feeling of their unconditional love. You will allow this warm, expansive feeling of love and appreciation to completely fill your body. As you hold this feeling, you are literally, physically, changing the frequency of your own vibration. You are consciously turning the tuning peg of your instrument toward the beautiful, high-frequency note of appreciation. This is the fastest and most effective way to recalibrate your energy at any moment. The second powerful calibration tool is the joyful memory resonance technique. Your body's nervous system does not know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. This means you can use your own past to generate any desired frequency in your present. Your personal history is a vast library of vibrational signatures. You have, at some point in your life, felt the frequency of success, of love, of excitement, and of peace. You can learn to access this library at will. The practice is simple. You will take a moment to identify the core feeling of the reality you wish to create. Let's say it is the feeling of unwavering confidence. You will then scan your own memory banks for a time, any time, when you have felt a genuine moment of unwavering confidence. It could be the moment you passed your driving test, the time you gave a successful presentation, or the day you learned to ride a bike. You will choose one memory. Then, you will close your eyes and you will step back into that memory with all your senses. You will re-experience it. Feel the posture you had in your body. Hear the sounds that were around you. Most importantly, you will reawaken and re-embody the pure, powerful feeling of confidence you felt in that moment. As you hold this feeling in your body, you are borrowing that frequency from your past, and you are broadcasting it in your present. This is the act of consciously choosing a specific note from your past and learning to play it on your instrument today. The third and final tool for calibration is the future vision focus. Just as you can use the past to generate a frequency, you can use your imagination of the future to do the same. This is about using your creative vision not just to see what you want, but to feel what you want. The practice is to use your statement of intent, which you crafted in the previous chapter, as your sheet music. You will take your clear, specific intention, and you will imagine the moment of its complete and successful fulfillment. For example, your intention is to receive a large, unexpected financial windfall. You will close your eyes, and you will imagine the scene. You might see yourself opening a letter or looking at your bank account online. You will see the number, and then you will focus all of your attention on the emotional and physical response. What is the feeling that washes over your body? Is it a massive wave of relief? Is it a surge of giddy, childlike excitement? Is it a deep, quiet sense of peace and security? You will choose the dominant feeling, and you will practice generating that feeling in your body. You are not just visualizing an outcome, you are pre-paving your future by becoming a vibrational match to it in the present moment. You are learning to play the beautiful music of your future reality on the magnificent instrument of your own being, right here and right now. You are no longer a victim of your own chaotic and out-of-tune energy. You are now learning to become a master musician of your own vibration, a conscious calibrator of your own frequency. You have a powerful toolkit that allows you, at any moment, to choose your energetic state and to tune your instrument to the beautiful, high-frequency notes of abundance, joy, and peace. But now that you have this finely tuned instrument, how do you use it to send a clear, powerful, and specific message out into the universe? How do you take this beautiful calibrated energy and use it to broadcast a coherent signal of intention that can cut through all the cosmic noise and call your desires into form? Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 3. Broadcasting a Coherent Signal of Intention. Consider the profound difference between the light from a standard light bulb and the light from a laser. A 100-watt light bulb can illuminate a room, but its light is incoherent. The light waves are scattered, disorganized, and traveling in all different directions. The light is diffuse, and its power is spread out over a wide area. A laser, on the other hand, can be generated with far less energy, yet it can cut through steel. Why? Because the light from a laser is coherent. All of its light waves are perfectly aligned, in phase, and moving in the exact same direction. This coherence is what takes a small amount of energy and focuses it into an incredibly powerful and effective beam. The same is true for your intentions. When your intention is broadcasted from a place of internal chaos, when your thoughts are scattered, your feelings are contradictory, and your beliefs are in conflict with your desire, you are broadcasting an incoherent signal, like the light from a light bulb. Your energy is diffuse, and its power is weak. But when you can learn to align all the aspects of your being, your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs, into a single, unified, and powerful direction, you begin to broadcast a coherent signal of intention. You become a human laser, capable of taking your creative energy and focusing it with such power and precision that it can literally shape the fabric of reality. The transformative solution, the key to moving from a weak manifester to a powerful one, is to become a master of coherence. You must learn how to take your beautifully calibrated high-frequency energy and use it to send a clear, focused, and non-contradictory message to the universe. A coherent signal is one that is free from static and inner conflict. It is a signal where what you are thinking, what you are feeling, and what you are believing are all in perfect, harmonious alignment. This is the most powerful and effective form of communication you can have with the responsive universe. When you broadcast a coherent signal, you are no longer sending a fuzzy, whispered request. You are sending a clear, powerful, and unmistakable command to the creative forces of the cosmos. The universe, which always responds to clarity and power, can then receive your signal without distortion and begin to act upon it with immediate and powerful results. The first step in creating a coherent signal is to craft the signal blueprint, which is the informational component of your broadcast. This is the practice of getting absolutely crystal clear on what it is you are choosing to create. As we have discussed, a vague desire creates a scattered, incoherent signal. You must provide your broadcast with a clear and specific data packet. The practice for this is to write down your intention in a blueprint journal. You will not just write a single sentence. You will write a detailed, multi-sensory description of your desired reality as if it has already happened. You will describe what you see, what you hear, what you feel, and what you are doing in this new reality. For example, instead of the vague intention, "I want to be a successful writer," your signal blueprint might read, "I am so grateful as I sit here in my beautiful sunlit office, looking out the window at the trees. I can smell the aroma of my morning tea. I feel a deep sense of peace and creative flow as I effortlessly type the final words of my best-selling novel. I can hear the happy sound of my publisher's voice on the phone, congratulating me on the incredible sales figures." This detailed blueprint provides the clear, specific, informational structure for your broadcast. It is the architectural plan that you will now energize. The second and most vital step is to energize the signal with a coherent emotional frequency. The blueprint is just the data. Your feeling is the carrier wave that broadcasts that data out into the universe. To create a coherent signal, the frequency of the carrier wave must be in perfect alignment with the information it is carrying. This is the most common place where people create incoherence. They will think about their desire for wealth, the blueprint, but they will be feeling the emotion of worry and lack, the carrier wave. This is like trying to broadcast a happy song on a sad frequency. The resulting signal is a garbled, contradictory mess. The practice, therefore, is to consciously and deliberately align your emotional state with your intention. You will take your signal blueprint, and as you read it and visualize it, you will simultaneously use the calibration techniques you learned in the last chapter to generate the high-frequency feeling of your wish already being fulfilled. You will hold the clear image of your success in your mind, and at the same time, you will generate the powerful feelings of joy, of gratitude, of relief, and of confidence in your body. This is the moment of coherence. It is the moment your thoughts and your feelings become one. You are no longer a person who wants success. In that moment, you have become the person who is success. This unified, coherent, and powerful signal is what the universe responds to. The third and final step is to broadcast with consistency. A powerful radio station does not just broadcast its program for a few minutes a day and then go silent. It broadcasts consistently 24 hours a day so that listeners can tune in at any time. In the same way, to create powerful momentum, you must learn to consistently broadcast your new, coherent signal. This does not mean you have to be visualizing and affirming every single moment of your day. It means you must learn to make your new coherent state of being your default, habitual state. The practice for this is living from the end. After you have performed your focused ritual of creating a coherent signal, your work is to go about your day while continuing to embody the general background feeling of your wish fulfilled. You will ask yourself throughout the day, how would the person who has already achieved my goal be feeling right now? How would they be acting? They would likely be feeling calm, confident, and grateful. They would likely be making decisions from a place of trust, not of fear. Your practice is to do your best to embody this state. When you catch yourself falling back into an old, incoherent state of worry or doubt, you will not judge yourself. You will simply and gently use your calibration tools to tune yourself back to your new, chosen frequency. This consistent broadcasting is what makes your signal a dominant and powerful force in your energetic field, a force that the universe cannot help but respond to. You are now no longer just an energetic being with a chaotic and out-of-tune vibration. You are a conscious, deliberate, and powerful broadcaster. You have learned how to tune your instrument, and you now know how to use it to send a clear, coherent, and powerful signal of your intention out into the responsive universe. But what happens next? How exactly does this coherent signal, this focused beam of light, actually interact with the creative field of the universe to bring your desire into form. The next chapter delves into the magical and scientific principle of energetic resonance. What happens when your powerful, coherent signal finds its perfect resonant match in the infinite field of all potential? Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 4. The Principle of Energetic Resonance. Imagine a world-renowned opera singer standing in a room with a single delicate crystal goblet placed on a table. She takes a deep breath and sings one single pure and incredibly stable note. For a moment, nothing happens, but as she continues to hold that exact note, that precise frequency, the crystal goblet across the room begins to tremble. It hums, vibrating in sympathy with her voice. If she holds the note with enough power and purity, the goblet's vibrations will become so intense that it will shatter, all without her ever touching it. This is the powerful and magical phenomenon of resonance. The singer's voice did not shatter the glass through brute force. It did so by broadcasting a frequency that was a perfect, harmonious match for the glass's own natural, inherent vibrational frequency. This is not a metaphor. It is a fundamental principle of physics. Everything in the universe has a natural resonant frequency, and when an external vibration matches that internal frequency, it transfers energy, it creates a powerful connection, and it causes an effect. The great challenge that many people face after they have learned to broadcast a clear signal is that they do not understand how that signal interacts with the universe. They wonder how a simple feeling or a focused thought could possibly influence the solid physical world. This lack of understanding can weaken their faith, making the process feel like a hopeful but mysterious magic trick rather than a dependable scientific principle. The transformative solution is to deeply and fundamentally understand the principle of energetic resonance. This is the physics of how your inner world creates your outer world. The clear, coherent signal of intention that you are now broadcasting is a powerful and specific frequency. Out in the infinite quantum field of the universe, the reality you desire also exists as a specific frequency, a potential reality vibrating at a certain pitch. The law of resonance states that when the frequency of your own being, your dominant emotional and belief state, becomes a perfect and stable match for the frequency of your desire, you create a powerful energetic resonance. You are the singer, and your desire is the crystal glass. By consistently holding the note of your wish fulfilled, you cause the potential reality of that wish to begin to vibrate, to gain energy, and to be drawn from the realm of the unseen potential into the realm of your tangible physical experience. This is the secret. You do not chase, you do not pursue, and you do not struggle to get your desires. You simply and powerfully become a resonant, vibrational match for them, and by the infallible laws of physics, they must then resonate with you and be drawn into your life. To apply this principle, you must first become a master at becoming a resonant match. This is the practical application of the law of vibration. Your primary work is to consistently and deliberately embody the emotional frequency of your wish fulfilled. This is the note you must learn to sing. As we have discussed, you can use your tools of calibration, gratitude, joyful memories, and future-focused visualization to generate this feeling. But now you will do so with a new and deeper understanding. You are not just doing it to feel good. You are doing it as a precise, scientific, and powerful act of creating resonance. The practice is to dedicate time each day to your resonance ritual. During this time, you will hold your desire in your mind, and your only job is to tune your own being to its frequency. For example, if your desire is for a life of vibrant health, you will ask, what is the resonant frequency of vibrant health? It is the feeling of energy, of vitality, of lightness, of strength. You will then use your creative imagination and your body to generate that feeling. You might remember a time you felt incredibly healthy and strong. You might visualize yourself running effortlessly. You will generate this feeling until you can feel it buzzing in your own cells. In that moment, you have become a resonant match for health. You are singing the note of health with your entire being. As you consistently practice becoming a resonant match, you will begin to experience the feedback loop of resonance. The universe, in its responsive nature, will begin to send you small pieces of resonant feedback to let you know that it is hearing your note and that the connection is being made. These are the small synchronicities, the helpful people, and the small opportunities that begin to appear in your life, all of which are a perfect vibrational match for the frequency you are broadcasting. For instance, you are consistently holding the frequency of prosperity and success for your new business. The resonant feedback might not be $1 million contract at first. It might be a coincidental conversation with a stranger who gives you a brilliant marketing idea. It might be finding an article online that perfectly answers a question you have been struggling with. It might be a small, unexpected new client. These are not accidents. These are the crystal glass beginning to tremble. They are the universe's way of saying, "Yes, I hear your note. The resonance is building. Keep going." The practice here is to acknowledge and appreciate every single one of these small, resonant events. Each time you notice one, you will say, "Thank you for this sign of resonance." This act of acknowledgement strengthens your own belief, which in turn makes your own signal even more pure and powerful, thus creating a self-reinforcing loop that accelerates the manifestation process. To truly master this principle, you must also understand the concept of dissonant frequencies. If resonance is what attracts your desire, then dissonance is what repels it. A dissonant frequency is any thought, belief, or emotion that is in direct opposition to the frequency of your desire. The most common dissonant frequencies are doubt, worry, fear, and unworthiness. These are like a second singer in the room, singing a completely different and clashing note. This dissonant note interferes with your pure signal and disrupts the process of resonance. You cannot sing the note of abundance and the note of lack at the same time and expect to create a clear result. The practice for dealing with dissonance is not to fight it, but to simply stop giving it your energy. When you notice a thought of doubt or a feeling of fear arising, you will use the awareness techniques you have learned. You will acknowledge it without judgment. There is a dissonant frequency. Then, instead of engaging with it, you will gently and deliberately use your calibration tools to retune yourself back to your desired resonant frequency. You will perform a quick gratitude calibration, or you will reconnect with your joyful memory. You are consciously choosing to stop singing the note of fear and to start singing the note of faith once again. The more you practice this, the weaker the old, dissonant habits of thought become, and the more stable and powerful your new resonant broadcast becomes. You now understand the beautiful and elegant physics of creation. You are no longer just sending a signal into the void. You are a conscious musician, singing a pure and powerful note and patiently waiting for the world to sing back to you in perfect, harmonious resonance. You understand that your job is not to chase the world, but to become a resonant match for the world you desire. You are broadcasting a powerful and coherent signal, and you can feel the first trembles of resonance in your life. But how does this resonance, this energetic connection, make the final leap from the realm of the unseen into the tangible, physical world? The next chapter delves into one of the most mysterious and powerful concepts in all of science, the art of collapsing the quantum wave of potential. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula. Give this video a like and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 5. Collapsing the Quantum Wave of Potential. Imagine the universe, at its most fundamental level, not as a collection of fixed and solid things, but as a vast, shimmering, and infinite ocean of pure potential. This is the world as described by quantum physics. In this quantum ocean, every possibility exists simultaneously as an invisible energetic wave of potential. The possibility of you being in your dream job, the possibility of you being in debt, the possibility of you being in a loving relationship, the possibility of you being lonely. All of these realities and a million others exist right now as overlapping waves in this infinite field. They are all equally real and all equally potential. The profound and mind-bending question then is this: what is the force that reaches into this infinite ocean of potential and chooses one specific wave, causing it to collapse from an invisible energetic probability into a solid, tangible, and physical experience? The answer, according to the pioneers of quantum physics, is the act of focused, conscious observation. The universe is not a static reality that we are simply observing. It is a participatory reality that is shaped and formed by the very act of our observation. The great challenge we face is that our observation, our focus, is often scattered, inconsistent, and unintentional. Our consciousness flits from one possibility to another, from our desire to our doubt, from our faith to our fear, and this scattered focus fails to provide the steady, coherent, observational power needed to collapse a single, desired wave into a stable, physical reality. The transformative solution is to become a conscious observer and a deliberate collapser of the quantum wave. You must learn to use the powerful creative force of your own focused attention as the tool that selects and solidifies your desired reality from the infinite field of potential. This is the ultimate physics of manifestation. Your coherent resonant signal, which you learned to broadcast in the previous chapters, is what selects your desired wave from the ocean of all possibilities. But it is your sustained, expectant, and unwavering focus, your conscious observation, that provides the energy needed to collapse that wave from a ghostly, energetic potential into a hard, physical particle of your life experience. When you can master the art of sustained, conscious focus, you are no longer a passive victim of a random reality. You are a powerful, focused creator, consciously reaching into the quantum field and choosing the reality you wish to experience, and then holding your focus with such steady faith that it has no choice but to crystallize into form before your very eyes. The first principle in this process is to understand the observer effect in simple, practical terms. In quantum experiments, scientists discovered that subatomic particles behave as a wave of pure potential until they are observed. The moment they are observed, they collapse into a single specific particle in a single specific location. Your consciousness is this observer. When you hold a clear, focused, and sustained image of your desired reality in your mind, you are performing this act of observation. You are telling the universe, of all the infinite possibilities, this is the one I am observing. This is the one I am choosing to make real. The practice for this is to elevate your daily visualization from a simple daydream into a powerful act of quantum observation. When you enter your resonance ritual, you will do so with a new and powerful intention. You are not just trying to feel good. You are a scientist in your inner laboratory, performing the sacred act of collapsing a wave of potential. You will hold the image of your wish fulfilled in your mind with as much clarity and sensory detail as possible, and you will know that your focused attention is the powerful creative force that is instructing the energy of the universe to coalesce and organize itself into that specific form. The second, and most crucial, principle is the power of sustained focus. A single fleeting glance is not enough to collapse a quantum wave into a stable reality. The observation must be sustained. This does not mean you have to be obsessively and strenuously thinking about your desire every single moment of every single day. This would be exhausting and would create resistance. Sustained focus, in this context, means holding a calm, underlying, and expectant knowing that your desired reality is in the process of becoming. It is a state of being, not a state of constant mental effort. The most powerful way to achieve this sustained focus is to act as if. When you begin to act as the person who already has your desire, you are consistently and powerfully observing your reality from that new perspective. Your actions are a powerful form of sustained focus. For example, your desire is to be a wealthy and successful entrepreneur. You will sustain your focus on this reality by taking actions that are congruent with it. You will start to dress a little more professionally. You will begin to read the business journals that a successful CEO would read. You will manage the small amount of money you have now with the same respect and wisdom with which you would manage millions. Each of these small, congruent actions is a powerful act of observation. You are consistently telling the universe, through your physical behavior, I am observing my reality from the perspective of a wealthy and successful entrepreneur. This sustained, embodied observation is what provides the continuous energy needed to collapse the wave of potential entrepreneur into the stable, physical reality of actual entrepreneur. The third principle is to learn how to ignore the contradictory evidence while the wave is collapsing. As your new reality is in the process of crystallizing, your physical senses will often still be picking up on the old reality. The mirror of your life has a lag time. If you allow your focus and your emotional energy to be captured by this old, contradictory evidence, you are effectively unobserving your new reality. You are scattering your focus and stopping the collapse of the new wave. This is where your faith is tested. You must learn to give more power and more focus to the vision within your mind than to the circumstances of the world outside of you. The practice for this is selective focus. When you are faced with a circumstance that contradicts your desired reality, an unexpected bill, a critical comment, a frustrating setback, you must consciously and deliberately withdraw your emotional energy from it. You will acknowledge it, but you will not engage with it. You will use the techniques you have learned. You will bless it as an old reflection, and you will immediately and intentionally pivot your focus back to the feeling of your wish already fulfilled. You are making a conscious choice to observe only the reality you wish to create. This is the ultimate discipline of a master manifester. It is the unwavering focus of the observer that commands the quantum field to obey. You are now a powerful and conscious creator, a quantum physicist of your own reality. You understand that you are a being of energy, that you can calibrate your frequency, and that you can broadcast a coherent signal. You now know that your focused, sustained observation is the ultimate creative force that collapses the infinite potential of the universe into your tangible physical experience. But what is the final, most profound, and most beautiful stage of this journey? What happens when you have so completely and so consistently observed your new reality that you are no longer separate from it? What is the physics of becoming so deeply and inextricably linked with your desire that you and it become one? Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 6. Becoming entangled with your desired reality. In the strange, beautiful, and almost magical world of quantum physics, there exists a phenomenon known as entanglement. It is a process where two or more quantum particles become so deeply and inextricably linked that they begin to behave as a single entity. They are no longer separate. They are part of one unified system. The most mysterious aspect of this is that whatever happens to one particle instantaneously affects the other, no matter how far apart they are in the universe. If one particle spins left, its entangled partner will instantly spin right. They are forever connected in a silent, instantaneous, and invisible dance. This is the ultimate and most profound metaphor for the final stage of manifestation. The goal of all your inner work, of all your broadcasting and all your focusing, is to reach a state where you become quantumly entangled with your desired reality. This is the point where the illusion of separation between you and your desire completely and utterly dissolves. You are no longer you, over here trying to attract your desire, which is over there. You and your desire have become so deeply and vibrationally linked that you are, in essence, one and the same. You have become entangled with your wish fulfilled. When you reach this state of being, creation is no longer something you have to do. It becomes an effortless, spontaneous, and natural expression of who you are. This is the final graduation, the movement beyond all techniques and into a pure state of being. The great challenge at this stage is the very last vestige of the ego, the sense of separation. As long as you are still trying to attract your desire, you are subtly and powerfully affirming that you do not yet have it. The very act of attracting implies that there is a you and a thing that are separate. The final chapter of this journey is about dissolving this duality completely. It is about so fully and so completely integrating the feeling and the identity of your new reality that it is no longer something you're trying to become. It is simply who you are. This is the ultimate state of creative power. It is the point where you stop looking in the mirror of reality to see if it has changed, because you have so completely become the new person that you know, with unshakable certainty, that the reflection must, by law, be a perfect match. The first principle in achieving this state of entanglement is a profound understanding of the principle of oneness. At the deepest, most fundamental level of reality, as both ancient mystics and modern physicists have told us, there is no separation. Everything in the universe is made of the same, single, unified field of energy. You are not separate from the money you desire. You are not separate from the love you desire. You are not separate from the health you desire. You and your desire are both made of the exact same conscious, creative energy. The separation you experience is an illusion created by your limited physical senses. The practice to begin to dissolve this illusion is the oneness meditation. In a quiet state, you will visualize not just your desire, but the energetic space between you and your desire. You will then, in your mind's eye, begin to see that space dissolving. You will see the energetic lines between you and it beginning to blur. You will practice feeling into the truth that the same energy that animates your body is the exact same energy that makes up your desire. You will hold the feeling that you and your wish fulfilled are already one, simply experiencing yourselves in different forms for a moment. This is a deep, mystical, and profoundly peaceful practice that begins to unravel the very root of all lack, the illusion of separation. The second principle is to make living in the end result your permanent and natural state. In the earlier stages, we practiced acting as if. At this final stage, the acting ceases. It is no longer an act, it has become your authentic reality. You have so consistently and so powerfully practiced assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled that it has now become your new, natural, and default state of being. The practice for this is simply to be. You no longer need to dedicate specific time to your rituals of manifestation because your entire life has become a living, breathing ritual of abundance. You wake up in the morning, and your first automatic feeling is one of gratitude and peace. You move through your day, and your automatic thoughts are ones of confidence and sufficiency. You make decisions not by consciously trying to choose the abundant path, but because the abundant path is the only one that feels natural to you. This is the point of mastery. It is the point where the training wheels are not just off, but they have been forgotten. You are not practicing being abundant. You are simply and effortlessly being abundance. This is the state of entanglement. Your inner state and your desired outer state are now so perfectly linked that they have become one. The ultimate expression of this state of entanglement, the final and most beautiful principle, is that abundance becomes your identity, not your acquisition. You stop seeing abundance, wealth, and success as things that you get or acquire. You come to the profound realization that they are simply qualities of your own true being that you are now allowing to express themselves through you. And the most natural expression of a being who knows that they are abundance is generosity, joy, and a desire to serve. When you are entangled with your desired reality, the old needy energy of what can I get completely dissolves and is replaced by the beautiful expansive energy of what can I give. You become a joyful and open channel for the universe's abundance to flow through you to bless the world. This is the ultimate purpose of all creation. It was never just about you getting your desires. It was always about you growing and expanding into the magnificent, powerful, and loving being who could become a conduit for even greater good in the world. Living in this state of joyful circulation is the final proof of your entanglement. It is the sign of a person who is so completely merged with the infinite source of all good that they are no longer afraid of ever running out. You have now walked the complete path of the physicist of your own reality. You have journeyed from the fundamental understanding of your own vibration to the art of calibrating your frequency and broadcasting a coherent signal. You have learned how your signal creates resonance in the quantum field, how your focused observation collapses the wave of potential into a physical experience, and now you have reached the ultimate and most profound state of all, becoming so quantumly entangled with your desired reality that you and it are one and the same. You are no longer just an observer of the universe. You have remembered that you are a powerful, integral, and essential participant in its constant, magnificent, and joyful creation. You have not just learned the physics of manifestation, you have become the living embodiment of it. We have come to the end of our journey into the beautiful and powerful physics of creation. We have traced the path from the fundamental law of vibration to the art of calibrating your frequency, broadcasting a coherent signal, creating resonance, collapsing the quantum wave, and finally to the ultimate state of becoming quantumly entangled with your desired reality. You now hold the blueprint, not just of a set of techniques, but of a new and empowered understanding of your relationship with the cosmos. You are not a victim of a random universe, but a powerful and precise co-creator, shaping your reality with the very energy of your own being. May your frequency be high, and may your creations be magnificent. Thank you for the honor of your time and your commitment to exploring these profound universal laws. It has been a joy to be your guide on this journey into your own creative power. If this masterclass has helped you align your energy with a new and beautiful reality, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the Success Attraction Formula channel for more guidance. We would be thrilled to read about the new realities you are creating